are all the books that I read in September and October. Let's review them. I read 9 books in between September and October. So today I'm going to be going over all of them and telling you my review of them. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can see, but my lights are like spasming. But basically I'm going to be going over every single book that I read and telling you my thoughts on it and how much I rated it. I'll be starting off strong with Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi. I actually DNF'd to this book ending of 2022, probably. I had only read like romance books like Colleen Hoover and stuff like that. So this book I had trouble getting into. I really enjoyed it. It was a little bit slow in the beginning, mainly because Aaron Warner wasn't in it for the first half. I just really enjoyed this book. I rated it a 4 out of 5. The next book I read, of course, was Ignite Me. I read this book September 1st through 2nd. Literally read it in like practically a day. This book is perfection. This is a 6-star read for me. Words cannot express this book. I have so much love for this series because it really just got me into reading. It really sparked that love for me. I'm going to be including a video of me reacting to page 174 of this book, and I think it really just sums up this entire book as a whole. But yeah, basically 6 stars, best book I ever read. The next book I read, I actually don't have it with me because I'm lending it to my friend, but it was Destroy Me, which is the first novella of the Shatter Me series. I rated this book 5 out of 5 because this book is a short story that is from Aaron Warner's perspective of the first book. It really gave me a lot more respect for Aaron. 5 stars though. I read this September 3rd through the 4th. This book has taken the book talk community by storm over these past few months. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This book is amazing. If you're like me and you love anything fantasy and romance and enemies to lovers, it's like the only thing you read, this book's perfect for you. November 7th is 2 days away. The second book, Iron Flame, comes out and I am dying. I plan on recording me going to the bookstore and buying it, so stay tuned for that. This book was a 5-star read. I read this September 4th through the 12th, and let's just say me 6 months ago would have never read this book in less than a week. Here's a video of me reacting to the final page of this book. The next book I read, of course, I don't have it because I don't have the other one. It's Fracture Me. It is the second novella in the Shatter Me series, and this is from Adam Kent's perspective of the second book. I rated this 3 stars, mainly because it's Adam. I'm one of those girls where there's a love triangle and I zero in on one person, normally the bad guy, and nothing changes my mind. So I hate Adam. I enjoyed this book because it really showed how much Adam cares for James, his little brother. I really loved seeing that side of him and that like protective brotherly love. Next, I read Restore Me, which is the 5th book in the Shatter Me series. I rated this book 4 stars. I read this book September 14th through the 21st, so it took me a little bit longer than the other ones, but I still really enjoyed it. Oh my gosh, words are not coming to my brain. The ending of this book tore my heart to pieces. I was in tears. I rated it 4 stars. Next, you guessed it, Defy Me. This book tore my heart out and broke it into a million pieces 5 times over. Oh my gosh. This is a triple POV. It has Kenji, it has Juliet, and it has Warner, all perspectives in this tiny little book. And I loved it. The amount of plot twists that happened all throughout this book was crazy, and the ending broke my heart. When I tell you I was sobbing Oh my god. I haven't read any more Shatter Me books after this one because I'm terrified. The characters, I have just fallen in love with every single one of them, and I can't bring myself to finish the series. I'm going to one day, but today is not the day. I rated this a 5 out of 5. The next book I read, I'm very late to the game on this one, but The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I went into this book not really knowing much about it, pretty much just like the vibe, and I knew who Carden was, and that's pretty much it. I read this book September 30th through October 23rd, so it took me longer than I would have liked to read it. I feel like it was just kind of a little bit slow in the beginning, but in true fantasy style, the last 100 pages killed me. A lot of people I saw said that the first book is the worst out of the series, the other two a lot better, so I'm looking forward to reading the rest. I rated this a 4-star though. The last book I read in the month of October, Twisted Love by Anna Huang. Twisted Love, you know it, everyone knows it, most people love it, some people hate it. I loved it. 6-star read, right here, 6-star read. Oh my dear lord. I feel like a lot of people, this is their least favorite. I don't know how that is possible. I got whiplash from all of the plot twists in the last like 150 pages, and I loved every second of it. Ava Chen and Alex Volkov. Oh my gosh. I cannot tell you how much I love them. I would definitely recommend this book. I'm currently reading the second Twisted book, Twisted Games, and I'm in love with it. I'm like 200 something pages into it, and I can't wait to find out what happens. That concludes my September and October reads wrap up. This is the most I've ever read in 2 months, and I honestly have it all to blame on the Shatter Me series. I recommend every single one of these books, honestly. These were some of the best books I've ever read in my life. On that note, thank you so much for watching my video, and stay tuned for my next video where I go get Iron Flame.